Are you impressed with what is on Disney Plus right now?
Yes and no. You want to talk about the Mulan thing, right?
Yeah, dude. So yesterday was announced that Mulan is going to be added to Disney Plus in September, I think. September or October, something like that, and it's going to be an extra $30.
Well, I think you shouldn't do that when you own a streaming platform. I think you should leave your streaming platform as is. Come out with like your new shows and stuff on there. And your new movies. I think you should just leave that to like on-demand services. You know? Because like, well, how would you feel if Netflix decided to start charging us for the new movies they make? Like, you wouldn't want to watch. You wouldn't want to fucking pay $30 every time a new Netflix movie came out or show.
No, I'd be very selective around which shows and films I would be buying.
Yeah, exactly.
And for that price, I'd rather be buying it physically. So not only is it going to be $30 to buy the movie, but theaters aren't going to get any money from the distribution.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm very worried about the actual movie theaters right now, because the longer and longer this lockdown goes on, we can't get away from it, and they're hurting.
They're hurting hard, bro. But I hear that drive-ins they're coming back.
Well, we say that, but like, how many people are actually going to drive-in right now? You know, it's like, okay, maybe in Cali and stuff, but, you know, rural areas probably aren't doing it.
There's a couple drive-ins around here that are...
There's one drive-in around here.
There's one in Holiday.
Tampa. No, that's in Tampa.
No, there's one in Holiday. There's one in Holiday. There's one in Ruskin. There's one in... I don't know. There's like 3 around here, but they're distances apart.
Yeah,
that's what
they're
sucks.
Super far apart. Only one I know about is the Tampa Bay drive-in, and even still, it's not good quality. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like 1080p like what you're gonna get in a theater.
No, it's nothing like what you get in the theater. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a cinematic experience, but you know, I really enjoy going sit down in a nice recliner chair, because to be honest, I don't have the nicest car in the world, so I don't have the comfiest seats, so I don't want to sit in my car watching a movie. Not to mention that I'd have to use my phone to adjust to an FM radio frequency, due to the fact that I took the radio antenna out of my car.
Out.
So like, I just use Bluetooth and stuff, so yeah, like, I'd be really screwed to go to one of those right now. Like, couldn't even drive someone over there right now. Be like, do you want to watch a silent film?
Let's watch the silent film.
Right? But that's what I'm saying. I still like my Dolby and IMAX experiences, though I have moved more towards the Dolby experience.
I was looking at the TVs at Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at the ones that have like the Dolby Atmos sound bars and the sound, dude.
They're so expensive.
They're like I saw one for like $600. And
for the sound bar, yeah, but
and then the TV $600, and then the sound bar was like $300.
How big was the TV?
63-inch, 62-inch.
It was 4K.
Yeah.
What kind of? You know what I want to get?
It was a Vizio.
Have you seen
like
the
one you
Nano
have.
Cell? Have you seen the new Nano Cell TVs there?
No.
Like, if you go to the back and you go into that one room.
Oh, it's in the room?
Yeah, it's in that room where they keep all the cool shit. Like, the really expensive cool shit. They got this Nano Cell TV now, which is like 4K, but like on crack. And so, like, every part of the screen lights up, basically. And it's very fluent.
All right, well, we're getting off topic. I just wanted to bring that up because if we're actually going to get to the point where we're going to have to start buying movies on demand, we're going to want to upgrade our systems to compensate for us not being able to go to the movie theater. And with that being said, I don't think Mulan is that movie that people are going to be hyped up to buy for $30 price tag on top of a subscription. Because
I agree.
I heard that Disney Plus did this deal package where you get, if you subscribe, you can watch Hamilton for free. I don't know what Hamilton is. I guess it was this big thing that came out on Disney Plus, but they're not going to have an offer like that for Mulan. Like,
which is where this gets done. It's just like, here's Disney Plus, here's the streaming service that you're paying money for this streaming service, and here are the locked contents for that streaming service. Honestly, dude, I don't like Prime. Like, Amazon Prime, like, Video, I freaking hate it. There's so many good movies that I want to watch that will cost me money, rather than movies that I actually want to watch. So it's just like, okay, here's like this shitty movie that I've never heard of, or here's freaking Jay and Silent Bob. You know what I'm saying?
For $3.99.
For $3.99 just to rent it, and it's just like, okay, I don't care for that. You know what I use a lot more? My damn Netflix, and it comes with everything. Like I'm paying a flat rate fee, and I'm getting everything that they promise. All their new shows that come out. And I can just almost put it out there now that, like, Netflix originals have gotten so good to the point that they might as well be freaking TV. Like, it might as well be its own TV channel, you know, that you have custom control over, you know? Like, it's as big as HBO, in my opinion, at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has the big titles that you want to watch. It has everything you want to watch. And then they have their original stuff, which is even really good. You know, when The Witcher came out, everybody fucking shit their pants. You know, when Stranger Things came out, people shit their pants, and it's just like, has Netflix increased or decreased its price at all? No.
But will it have Bill and Ted 3 though?
Well, it probably won't. But we're used to that with Netflix not having like the newest shit, but their own stuff comes out right on time, and it's high quality stuff. You know what I'm saying? For be it a documentary or a movie or a TV show that they just produced, it usually is pretty fucking solid, you know? And, you know, they're even dipping their toes into animation now, you know? Like, we watched freaking Devilman Crybaby 2 years ago now, and that was freaking off the chain. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, here's stuff that they're producing that doesn't cost us any money. And then, you know, you got Netflix and HBO and Prime trying to shove you down their streaming services and then kind of like stopping you from watching the shit you really want to watch, but you're paying for their service already. So it's just like, you're kind of boned because it's like, oh, I really want to watch Mulan, but I'm already like, you know, money's tight right now, you know? Like, we're in an economy where we don't have a lot of money. So it's just like, why you got to charge us more? You know, which would have been cheaper for me to go to the theater and watch it in a normal... Like, I don't even need to see Mulan in, like, Dolby, but a normal movie ticket would be, like, $11 to $12. You know? So it's not like that. Okay, I get to rent it, but it's just like... Okay, like you said, I have to upgrade my whole system around my house if I want to have, like, a decent cinematic experience.
I'm okay with doing that, but not everybody is. Like, you probably wouldn't want to do that.
There's some people that live in apartments and townhomes that can't even do that because there's noise ordinance. You know? There's stuff like that, too, to think about. You know? Like, you can't be, like, having giant explosions in your house if you're, like, in an apartment. I'm sure, like, you know, you probably have complained to people fucking doing shit like that. And, you know, what time's the best time to watch a movie? Around 10 o'clock at night. You know, when you're, like, settled into your house, you're going to go to bed after this, you're going to eat some popcorn and go to bed, right? You know, you're going to watch this movie and then you're going to move into your bedroom and you're going to pass out. So it's just like, it's one of those things, too. I just don't think, I think we're kind of destroying the cinematic experience.
Yeah, it's not a practical way of doing things. But, on the other hand, Bill and Ted's coming out, and I feel like that's the perfect movie to be released on demand.
And I think that works better because it's a cult classic already. You know, that's something everybody's been anticipating. That's something that, like, you know, when it was announced, everybody was like, yo, I'm gonna smoke a massive amount of weed and watch this.
Yeah, we can actually do that now. We won't be at the theater where we can't be puffing up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those movies that, yeah, you kind of want to watch it at home, you know? You want to fucking get your munchies and everything together and sit down in front of the TV screen. Because for most of us, that's how we experienced it, you know? Like you said yourself that you recently got into Bill and Ted, right?
Yeah, I watched Bill and Ted for the first time like a month ago.
And it's just like, the first time I watched Bill and Ted was when I was like 16. Like when I just like...
We were in high school.
I was in high school, like that shit was relevant to me, but at the same time, like back when I watched it, it was already out on DVD, Shit, it might have been already out on... Well, no, it was on DVD.
I'm kind of upset because now I'll never get to experience Bill and Ted in theaters, though.
And that is like another bummer with everything. It's like I would like to watch it at home, but I'd also like to watch it at the movie theater. So
I saw a new trailer for it yesterday, and I got more hyped for it than I already was. I'm actually hyped for this kind of. I don't know if it's just because we haven't had any content for like 6 months straight that I'm just super hyped for something new to come out. But I was excited to see the Grim Reaper back. I'm excited to see those 2 girls are still in the movie. And the trailer makes it look fucking... Be well to each other.
Be well. And always be excellent. Or something. Be well.
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to
and
each other.
rock on, dudes.
And it's just like, yeah, bro. I think it's like one of those movies that we really need right now. Because everybody's just kind of like in each other's faces. And here's 2 guys that haven't been like, any really bad media coverage in their lives so far. Maybe the other guy, but everybody loves Keanu Reeves. So
Keanu Reeves has been a goat lately.
Yeah, so it's just like everybody needs that. We need that like little comfort of someone like doing something stupid, but it's funny, but it's wholehearted. Like it's gonna be a heartfelt like movie. I mean, like at the end of the original Bill and Ted, fucking they like make up with their dad. They make up.
I don't.
Alright. I'm just saying, like, they made up with his dad, and, it was like a wholehearted, like, thing. Yeah, they're gonna, like, their garage band's gonna save the world, man.
Their terrible music is gonna end up saving the entire universe.
Exactly. We just gotta make the song.
Oh, and from the trailer, it was making it seem like they're gonna go back in time again to get the musicians that can play. Remember, like...
Oh, their daughters are gonna go back in time and get the musicians that can play. That's gonna be, like, the big twist of this whole movie. It's not gonna be a Bill and Ted adventure. It's gonna be their kids' adventure.
No, that'd be dumb.
Have you not seen the trailers?
I just told you I watched a new trailer for it, and it was Bill and Ted going through the phone booth.
Well, yeah.
With the deaf guy.
Yeah, did you see the part where, like, they get stuck in that fucking area with the deaf guy, and their daughters have to go back in time and grab all the musicians for them so they can create the greatest song ever?
Well, Beethoven's gonna come back.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be awesome. I'm ready for it. I'm going to be hyped no matter what this movie turns out.
Would you pay $30 for it?
I'll rent it. I probably won't buy it right away.
Your only choice will be to pay $30 to watch it.
Really? There's no renting option?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's only on HBO on demand. Like
$30 straight up. That's no.
20?
Probably won't. No, I don't have it right now. Like I said, money's tight for a lot of people right now.
Well,
so it just goes to show you that, like, the way that this shit is going, if I was still able to go to the movie theater, I could fucking pop a. I could use my AMC app and get in, see 3 movies a week for $20 a month, which I could do that. You know.
It's sad because now a lot of people aren't gonna. They're not gonna buy movies now.
Yeah, and that's like the biggest problem with this whole thing that's going on right now. You know, the world's in standstill still. You know, so
Yeah, because it's going to be available in select theaters and available on demand September 1st, but did not specify which platforms the movie will be accessible on or how much it will cost. But it's likely to be one such as Google Play or Apple.
I just have to see if it's rentable. If not, I'll have to figure out how to save up money for it.
Bill and Ted Face the Music, quickly heading to video on demand, follows other 2020 releases like Trolls, Birds of Prey, Sonic the Hedgehog, allowing would-be movie attendees to watch them from their quarantine homes for as much as $20.
20 I might be able to do.
Until then, viewers can expect another tale about... Yeah, I mean, it's very vague. I guess we're not gonna get it until... We're not going to know how much or whatever until the day it comes out, I guess. But a lot of people just, I guess now a lot of people, now that you say that, I just don't think a lot of people are going to buy the movie now.
Well, I don't think a lot of people are going to buy Mulan either. And I think Disney Plus, what they're doing right now is they're testing the waters with this Mulan. It's just like, all right, it's one thing when you're putting a kids movie on the internet. It's another when you're putting like, here's our attempt at a socially acceptable film. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like Mulan is really like, it's to please that, hey, here we finally put some Asian actors in place for a real Asian reenactment of Mulan.
Yeah, it's to cater to the Chinese audiences.
Yeah, but it's also to cater to us too, because we want to see. You don't want to see another whitewash at all anymore.
Yeah, but we also want to see Mushu actually be a character.
We do, which is one of the downsides to this film. You know, it's like, hey, but that's what we lose in transition. You know, and that's why I'm not excited for it, and I really am not. I want Eddie Murphy, motherfucker. Like, give me Eddie Murphy. You know,
I don't understand this pattern that Disney's doing with their live action remakes. So like one of them, it's like beat for beat remake, and then the next one, it's like a completely different story from the movie that we want to see. Like The Lion King made billions, right?
Probably. The original?
No, I'm talking about the new one that came out. Made a lot of fucking money, dude.
I don't know, but I know it was terrible.
I didn't like it, but a lot of people did. A majority of mainstream audiences liked the movie. I hated it.
I didn't like it.
But the thing is that's a formula that they should stay to. Like, if they should make the next one, like Aladdin. You saw Aladdin, right?
Oh, God. Don't get me started.
You didn't like Aladdin?
I didn't. Did
Why?
you not realize that it was like... there's so many parts that just weren't remakes of the first one. Oh my God. No Gilbert Gottfried, first off. Let's just fucking address the elephant in the fucking room. We're talking about how these movies don't go well because they don't bring back the original animal type casting that they had.
And they don't
There's
bring back
talking animals in the fucking Disney World. Get over it.
They don't bring back the voice actors either.
You know, and that's a big... That was a big problem for me. I didn't like Jafar. I didn't like the whole... you know who I did like? I really liked Aladdin. I really liked Jasmine. I thought they were perfectly cast. Will Smith changing up the original song instead of just trying to remake the same song that was sung in the original fucked with me hard. I really didn't like it.
That's how I felt with The Lion King, with the Scar.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, you didn't bring back the people that made it good. And it's like, all right, I know you can't bring Robin Williams back. Okay? But you know what? You can still sing his song the way he sung it.
Yeah.
You know?
He could have done it in a tribute way.
You could have done it in a tribute way and not as like, let me add this little hip-hop beat to it.
Yeah, let's stomp on the legacy.
Like, it's just like, it was like, dude, like, that's one of the best parts. And that part is already kind of jazzy to begin with. So when you're, like, trying to add a hip-hop mix to it, it doesn't really work. Because it just sounds like you're editing an already edit, you know?
And I just feel like Mulan trying to be super historically accurate is going to be the downfall of the movie.
I don't think that's going to be the downfall. I think that the fact that we're not going to have a lot of people watch this film, it's going to be the downfall. I think that the film might actually be good. And, we can't judge it till we see it, type thing. But at the same time, I think that, the way that they're going about it, the way that it's not in a theater where, like, people like you and me had passes to go see any movie we wanted 3 times a week for a cheap price of $20 a month. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not going to get those admissions to the movie either. You know what I'm saying? Those are empty seats still being filled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, they still get to count that as a ticket price.
And a lot of those people canceled their memberships. I know I canceled mine.
It auto-canceled everybody's. They auto-canceled. They didn't
Really?
even charge you the last... Yeah. They've been canceled till they reopen. So it's just like... And that's like a big thing with this. It's just been... Like, I'm really worried about the movie theaters themselves. Because I know that they might not be able to come back from this. And that the fact that we are making things, like, on demand... I know a couple people who are strict on-demand people anyways. So I know that this is working out great for them. They don't like going to the cinema. They don't like cinema. So it's just like, all right, well, you don't like the cinematic experience. That's okay. We have the on-demand services for you guys, But now that's going to be everybody. You can watch anything at home now, and I feel like that's kind of a problem.
And not only that, but with these $30 price tags on top of your subscription fee, you're going to have a lot of people pirating these movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot easier.
A lot of people have a Fire Stick.
A lot of people jailbreak their stuff. They're going to be able to download the movies illegally and watch them.
Now, I think if they did this with a movie like Black Widow, a movie that people want to see, people would be willing to pay that price tag. And, that's... I heard someone make the point the other day that that's actually a movie you want to watch with your family, you want to watch with your mom and your dad and your kids.
And I agree with you. But at the same time, that's why, the Trolls movie did so good. That's why, Onward did so good and stuff, and so on and so forth. There's just like all these movies that did well, and they're like home movies you can watch with your family. And I think that's what's going to be the nail in the coffin. Is that, one of the biggest drives for a movie theater is getting that family ticketing, where you get a mom, a dad, and, their daughter or their son, or, both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get about a family of 4 usually is what happens. You get 4 ticket sales with one family, and now that one family, you're going to sell at least one drink to every single one of them, plus some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? So you, at the end of the day, that's a lot of money for a movie theater that they're not getting anymore. And the fact that they can't get anything anymore until this whole crisis in the world is over, they're stuck. There's like movies are going to be stuck in limbo, and then eventually, a lot of locations are going to completely like file bankruptcy and close down.
Yeah, they can't keep delaying movies either because there's other movies that need to be coming out. Like they can't. It'll be a traffic jam of release dates. Every movie's going to have to move back. And that's
already been happening, and that's why they're talking about the Black Widow movie being released now. I mean, it's 3 months past the initial release date.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's another big thing is what I'm talking about, dude. It's just like, you know, there's not going to be as many people who are going to want to go to the movie theaters now that they know they can just watch it at home. You know, that's a big killer to the movie industry. As far as, like, not the actual movie industry as far as making them, but as far as going to go see it in a theater, that, you know, unless you're in, like, a big city or a big area, like, those movie theaters are going to die down, like, especially the ones that we, like, live by, you know, because we already have to drive, like, 20, 30 minutes out to go to them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like, a lot of people are going to give up on going to those movie theaters. Like, we're so used to seeing those big parking lots full, as now it's going to be like half that. You know, and that's really going to kill the movie theater industry.
All right, well, that's all we have for now. Tune in next time.
And always remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget to leave us a comment if you have anything you would like to suggest for us for next week.